Okay, we are playing DCSS again for the .26 tournament. This is game number 59 in the streak, the world record streak. We have finally gotten so many wins that if I type streak Malcolm Rose, it actually needs to have 2 lines to say it all. Do not make me mad about politics during each unique encounter. I'm actually playing the most RNG combo, or at least the most RNG background that has ever been in the game, even more so than Chaos Knight, arguably. I am playing the best species for this background, probably. However, this is still some bullshit and I could die at any moment. No, I'm doing this like a GnDe, like a janitor. I'm doing this for free. So, basically, if you want to give me a whole bunch of bits for playing this ridiculous combo, you can feel free. But that was more of a tongue-in-cheek comment in the last stream when I said that. Clean it up. So let's talk about this combo. As you can see, we are level 1. And yet we have started on D5 on a staircase. We had our choice of weapons. Spear was available, but in this case I've actually taken Short Sword. Short Sword has +4 accuracy and 6 base damage. This is actually the same as what a spear has. The benefit, of course, of using a spear is that you get an extra attack essentially due to the fact that it has evocable range. The speed is the same, accuracy is the same, damage is the same. Base attack delay, men delay, etc. Everything's the same. Except for I can make stabs with the short sword and I can evoke for range with the spear. Now, if we look at our skills, one of the reasons why I believe Knoll is the best species for this is because our massive aptitudes, while they are generally there just so we can not suck terribly while training everything, which we have to do, also ensure that we have high skills at the beginning of the game. So we have 9.5 stealth. That's an awful lot. So I had the feeling that for once in the history of Crawl, stabbing is actually pretty useful to get us to D1. This is going to be all about getting to D1 without dying. Now, what do we have to help us do this? Yeah, the 23 HP at level 1 is pretty sick too. I tested this, I believe, against an Ogre, and an Ogre Delver starts with 24 HP. So that level of fighting is huge. So this is still a horseshit RNG start. If we run into like a Centaur or something, we're pretty much just dead. But we have a couple of options here. So first of all, we start with 3 charges of digging. We start with a generic leather armor, a generic short sword. We start with magic mapping. We start with fear. We start with haste. So the first thing we're going to do is magic map. Okay. Okay, so we have an altar. That is either a TSO altar or a Rue altar. I'm like 99% sure. I think that this is a TSO altar with a bunch of zombies around it based on the layout. I wonder if anybody in chat could possibly double check me on that, if you have the same kind of crystallized knowledge of vaults that I have. Because of that, it might behoove us to just, like, mosey on over here and take a look. It's a Rue. So that means there's going to be stuff that's, like, paralyzed, so we might be able to get some experience. Obviously, I want to make it to the upstairs, right? But I also, if I can get some free experience, I'm going to take it. What we're going to do is we're going to take a step down, because we know there's an item here. We see a great sword. To be frank, I would love to have a great sword, but certainly not yet. I do not think that it's worth walking over there, because walking over here will reveal more tiles this way, and every single one of those could be the magic gotcha tile that shafts me, so I don't think that picking up the great sword is worth it. I would be attacking too slowly with it for now anyway, so we will come back for that later, and we will wander off to the west. Okay, Mr. Alstrom, wonderful. Okay, so here's our first big choice after choosing our initial direction. Do we go in here? Man says that he thinks that there are no monsters in there. I know that Rue altars oftentimes start with enemies that are sort of flavorfully handicapped, as though they took Rue sacrifices. So like you'll have a silenced orc wizard, you'll have just like a paralyzed enemy who is useless, impossible to, do anything to you. It's not... Yeah, it's a different one, maybe. I still think this is a TSO altar. It's certainly not Gozag. Okay, we don't have a choice. We have to leave. We can't duke it out with that guy and win. I mean, actually, we could maybe with haste. Okay, if I wanted to, I could go up and check out that item, but I want to get off this floor. You hear the sound of rushing water. An adder zombie comes into view. That's base, that's free experience. There's ringmail here. I'm not going to pick it up. There's a rapier. I might pick that up. I wonder what our delay with that is. 1.2. Yeah, we would be below speed 1. Oh yeah, we're missing the sewer. I don't care. Let's get our stab here. Cool. That takes us halfway to level 2, so that's a good start. You'd be silly not to pick up the rapier. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it can be -1. Yes, it can. The question is whether we're going to use it. You think there's one better Delver than Null? What do you think it would be? Spriggan? Well, the Spriggan, well, maybe. Null has more HP and more stealth. HP seems to be pretty valuable here, but yeah, I guess maybe Spriggan. No tools to kill things as a Spriggan, yeah. Well, it's just because of the big aptitude. They start out as kings, basically. So base damage 6, base accuracy 4. Base damage 8, base accuracy 4. So even if it's -1, it's probably worth it. We're going to wear it. Yeah. What aren't they good at? They're not good at gaining mana through evocations anymore. Alright, so a couple things to bear in mind. If need be, I can run down and go down and to the right and go back up. So we have sort of a path out of this floor. We have fear, we have fog, we have haste. I am not going to pick up the ringmail because I feel like stealth is king right now. A centaur skeleton. If I could get the stab on him, then we get a ton of experience. If I end up in melee with him, I could actually beat him in melee, maybe. Especially with haste. But, whoops, whoa, no, I do not want to read a fucking scroll of fear, Jesus Christ. If I end up in melee with him, I don't think that I can escape except through... Well, here's the thing. If I could get him on this staircase, we can go down and up and down and up. I can stair dance him to death, exactly. The problem is that that little ice boy over here could come get me, you know? Yeah, exactly. My instinct is to just walk away. But man, the undead have the least amount of awareness in the game outside of jellies. There's actually a list. I think they get a huge-ass penalty. I feel like there's like a 99% chance of this guy not noticing me slinking about. We're just going to look this up a little bit. Just greeted up. Well, it's a matter of what's more greedy. Is running away greedy or fighting this greedy? +10 if dormant rather than sleeping. Okay, each time you take an action, Each monster line of sight has a blah 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 chance. I see animal. Okay, minus 4, 8, 12 if animal, insect, plant. Plus 4 for smart. He is dormant. So he actually has an increased chance of noticing me. Huh. I could have sworn there was a penalty for being... undead. I'm sure we would kill him if we stabbed him, but I'm not going to risk it. Hey, Strider, welcome to the worst stream ever. To the worst game ever. Okay, that's a downstairs, and in fact, that is unfortunately revealed to be the same downstairs we were on. So it's less of a path than we thought. Okay, we have a scroll. Okay, we have Uskayaw. He has a rapier that I'd love to have. If I knew I could beat him with my resources, we would go own him right now. Like I would go up here. I would drink haste. I would go over there and swing on him, and if we could get the stab, he's probably dead. Maybe. But if that doesn't work, can he one-shot me? And plus it's 40 HP. Can we even do 40 damage worth of stab damage? Maybe. Probably not with the rapier. Probably the right thing to do would be to swing with the short sword, which I believe has a better stab. Maybe it's just better for daggers. And the same for rapiers and short blades. Trying to stab him is suicide without a place to bail. Well, he doesn't have a ranged attack is the thing, but he could blink, so... Well, my two downstairs let me kind of move a bit between the two. Yeah, we don't have dagger. Technically, yeah, he can summon white imps. Fairly rare, but yeah, he can. It is probably for the best if we just take the downstairs up. Yeah, that would be the correct play, although going down in and of itself is a bit risky. But I'm not going to try to stab him. We're just going to go this away. Okay, we have a dagger. We have a dagger. If we need to stab something, there it is. There's the path. I'm just afraid because, like, at any moment we could run into some bullshit, a centaur, something that just kind of ruins everything. Okay, we have a staff. Okay, a worker ant. This is kind of interesting. We are faster than him while hasted. And we have fear for if this goes poorly. If he's by himself, I think we can walk up and stab. Maybe we go, like, around and try to get less of a long-ass walk up to him. I don't think we win the melee, probably, if he wakes up before I get to him. It's tempting, though, because I have the resources required to bail from that fight. But again, I'm not going to take it. Awful opponent. This is a Delver, yes. I start with Haste, Fear, Fog, and a decent a magic mapping, which I already used, and a decent amount of stealth, basically. Holy shit. We definitely can't fight him. He has a fucking Dire Flail +3. Okay, that means I don't want to fight the ant either, because it's going to wake his ass up probably by making some kind of wacky noise. Just trying to find the old upstairs. I sure hope shit isn't waking up. Auto-explore, haha. killed. Where the shit are the upstairs? We've been cucked. We're either going to have to walk through here one step to where he could see us, or we're going to have to engage one of these enemies. Now, the centaur can't beat us. Or can't kill us outright, because we can lure it. I think we have to go for the skeleton. It sucks, but I think we have to go for the skeleton. It's either that, or we accept one more step with Uskayaw able to see us. But we are as fast as the skeleton if we haste. He sees us. He doesn't make noise, though. That's one of the reasons why we chose the skeleton. We drink this. I should have drank it first. We can go down if need be. Oh, we have digging. Shit. We had digging this whole time. Are we faster than him? I think we're actually faster than him. Grab the ring mail for the man mode fight. Well, I already used my haste, so we would have to walk very far away to have a chance to use this safely. So I don't think we do that. I think we just kind of duke it out with him on the staircase, hoping that my attacks aren't noisy enough to wake up Uskayaw. This is horrid. I should have used digging. I just forgot that I had digging on this start. I'm not used to it. Yeah. Yep, we're just losing. Okay, here's what we could do. We could wear the dagger. We could wear the dagger and come up on the other staircase. And try to kill Uskayaw, but that's like a putting all of my little eggs in one basket type situation. I still have haste. Jesus fucking Christ. Did we do no damage to this thing? Did I lose a bet? No. Man asked me very nicely to play this combo. God, that was a misplay not using the digging. Oh, it's horrid. It's horrid. It's a Nemelix choice, though. Well, it's just anything can go wrong. Is the problem. We do have 2 unknown scrolls. We have fear, okay? So as long as Uskayaw doesn't just one-shot my ass, we could just burn the fear. Yeah, I did forget, that's true. I would have, I guess, dug this way. Something we could do is we could dig here, walk through and dig here and take this hatch. We've already burned our haste, though, is the problem. So the question is, do we want to rest? I almost want to walk up and try to, like, pick this shit up. Because we have haste, so... God, do we have to rely on stabbing? 3rd staircase right above me? Well, that is a downstairs, sir. Oh, you mean this? Well, then I have to walk through D5 to get to it. It's probably the right thing to do, to be honest with you. Well, this is cute. This is cute. We don't have any healing, so if we got hit with the full 10 damage plus poison, we would die. I would love to stab it. we would kill it if we attacked it with this rapier. I'm like 99% sure. Unfortunately, haste doesn't actually help you to... Eustacio has better odds? Why do you say that? He has like twice as much HP with a single step instead of 3. I could see that. Well, no, it's just coming up the stairs counts as an action. So it's actually 2. Two steps out of 3. It's still better though. I'm just splitting hairs, I guess. The question is, do we even know for sure if we can do 40 damage in one hit? I'm unconvinced. That's true, because I walked in. We're faster than the Scorpion right now. I don't think it's guaranteed with the dagger. We're reasonably safe taking one hit from this thing. So my instinct is to go and engage this guy. And if he wakes up before I get a chance to stab, we just read fear. And I only am risking getting hit during the first turn. And even then, I don't know if it's guaranteed that I'll get to act before my haste, beats him. Exactly. Haste doesn't help me avoid him seeing me, though. Like, it's just per turn, basically. Also, this guy is animal intelligence, and Eustacio is a man. So this guy is less likely to wake up. The question is, are we guaranteed to do 18 damage with the rapier? And I think the answer is yes. He wakes up. No luck, man. No fucking luck. Okay, so we move around like this. We don't pick up any... Well, okay, there's 2 choices. We can go try Eustacio, but we only have 14 HP. The other option is to try to walk around here with haste and Heart of the Cards this staircase. We don't need to use fear the way this... We don't need to fear this thing the way this worked. Or yeah, I could fear Eustacio, but by then he may have a friend. And also, if Eustacio wakes up... Let's take a little look at Eustacio. Eustacio does 6 damage. A rapier does 8 damage. 6 plus 8 is 14, minus 2 is 12, plus 1 or times 1.5 for the freezing, so he can do up to 18 damage to me. He can one-shot me with that rapier. It's not likely. Plus 2 slay, so he can actually do probably like 20 damage to me. It's pretty unlikely. I have some GDR, so it's actually minus 1-ish. And I'm reasonably likely to have him miss with my 14 EV. Something to keep in mind, though. Of course, this is just like pure RNG, this staircase here. Like, who knows what it could end up being. I think we go for Eustacio. Eustacio will fix this entirely. We wear the dagger. He doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up. He dies instantly. Suck my motherfucking dick. It's probably going to be Dex today for the extra EV. Stop hacking. Dude, we had bad luck 2 out of 3 times there. Don't tell me to stop hacking. Yeah, the no levels are greatly celebratory. I think we take Dex for accuracy, probably. We don't have any spells. It's not intelligence for sure. Strength would be damage. I think technically we could get some EV out of this. It's got to be Dex. Did you say 3 levels? It's actually more like 4. We just more than doubled our HP. Lucky that dagger wasn't cursed. We now have a +2, yeah, Rapier of Freezing. There are so many things that we can just melee now. All this crap that was ruining us before, and we still have Fear. We still have Fear. Okay, I'm going to rest on this staircase. We can go down if there's a problem. I don't need haste. Super good outcome, absolutely. Okay, there's our centaur skeleton. I think we can probably just melee him now. I don't want to go back down here because this could... Well, no, I can't go back down there because there's a... The centaur was injured slightly, yeah. If I go back down... Okay, if I go back down, there's the scorpion. We could fear him. I do have my chainmail armor. We could put it on real quick, although it could be cursed. I think what we're going to do is we're maybe going to take a step to the left, because he may not even spot me as I walk away. Yeah. Higher GDR absolutely would be worth it for that fight. But really, I just want to kind of fucking rest here. I want full HP. Okay. Now let's think, before we take any more moves, let's think about what we want to do here. Did we get darts? Where were they? Oh, down there. Yeah, I didn't want to walk there because there could be... press O. Tony. No. Alright, so we have Blork the Orc over here. We have a worker ant here. We have a cold weapon. We can probably beat the worker ant. I feel like we go engage the worker ant. There's like an item here. I don't have a choice? No, I do have a choice. I could go fight the worker ant rather than going south. And, like, the devil I know is really not that bad now that I'm level 5. You know? We have a wonderful, wonderful weapon. I guess the fact that Blork is nearby probably means I should go south, though. Well, yeah, exactly. The darts, especially since we have throwing training, hee mean that we can beat the ant very easily, as Blokes is saying. This vault scares me. I think this might very well be a Menme vault. I see crystal walls, and I get a little bit spookied. I don't think I want to be in here. There's no doors, but these people sometimes don't put doors in on their horrible out-of-depth vaults. Yeah, we're not going further in there. We're either going down and to the left, or we're going for the ant. We're going for the ant because these darts will let us kill him. It'll also let us kill Blork, to be honest, although I don't want to fight Blork if I can avoid it. Let's try to go for... Let's go for the throwing. He doesn't make noise. That centaur skeleton would have been a centaur warrior. No! Okay, he dies. No risk whatsoever. Pick up the sling, probably never use it. Let's make sure we do the most important thing in the game real quick. There we go. We have fear. We have fear, so I'm willing to do this in case it goes badly. We also have things that kill it just really, really quickly. Nice. Well, that's the thing. The Rapier of Freezing will win unless I miss 7 times and he just proceeds to bite me a bunch. The D1 snake. Oh no. Dude, that Eustachius stab was so crucial. Or, not crucial. That's not the word I was trying to say. It's so beautiful. Yeah, being XL5 is pretty good. We have a 2 stack. I'm not going to use it because it could be like noise or something, or telly, which would be truly terrifying. That's an altar. There's going to be an altar in here. Unless this is just part of this big, fat-ass, nasty vault. It is. What are my skills at? Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Pretty legit. I want these items, but I just don't trust this vault not to have some kind of like a Cyclops or something in the center. I should train Evo more. Are you fucking with me? I'm a null. Yeah, nulls train everything. Okay, so these yeah, where is the upstairs? These gentlemen, lady and gentleman, are even more spooky than normal because this fella has a wand of polymorph. We cannot safely engage these people. We are going to simply walk away to our beautiful upstairs. Hopefully nothing yells as we go. Yep. Short swords were the correct choice, by the way. I wrestled with myself and with Man a bit, but we both pretty much quickly came to the same conclusion that short swords, you know, while stabbing is usually not the kind of play that gets you anywhere. Technically, it could poly me into a Hydra, a Nani Badger. But yeah, technically, like, stabbing is typically not the best thing to do, but in this case, I think it's the best. Okay, there is an orc here. Short swords absolutely saved this run. That choice turned out to be very correct. Oh, Delver is legitimately the worst thing that has ever existed in mainland crawl, except for shadow traps were even more stupid, and I'm pretty sure both were created by the same developer. Okay, this guy could have like an orc priest behind him, so I think we're just gonna like mosey on up this way and leave him to wander and try to go this way instead. The problem is that going back downstairs, fungus is great. Fungus is one of the best forms you could possibly ask for. It just kind of wins. Okay, that's a magic mapping. And that's an upstairs. Well, it's... Okay, so yes, it is creating interesting situations that otherwise wouldn't exist in crawl, I must admit that. However, I think that it is so antithetical to the whole idea of crawl. Do we magic map here? I think we do. No, I'm already on D2. I want to save the magic mapping for if we get shafted. Yeah, we'll crush D2. In fact, we could probably start auto-exploring. It was Blazing Fungus. I knew it. He's like an endless, you know, bottomless wellspring of terrible ideas. Could probably put on the ringmail right now. I like being as stealthy as I am, although I guess with this much stealth it doesn't matter. Did we get gloves? Yeah, we did. Yeah, you know what, actually I will put on the ringmail now. I just didn't see the gloves. I mean, this game is pretty much set. We got to D2. The scariest moments are over. Now we're simply in the slightly awkward position of being a guy who's better at short blades than anything else, which will make our mid-game and late-game a little strange, but... D1, boys, we are officially just a cucked gladiator. Yes, pretty much. Except no nets. I guess that's where the cucked part comes in. I'm gonna full clear this this floor so I can use my scrolls, and hey! Wowza, that is a D2 Natasha. She is terrifying for somebody who has less levels than me. I ID'd Fear and got one left, yeah. Oh, I read ID'd Fear. Oh, is that what happened? Missed the start of the run. This was the most exciting start of a run ever, Dankest. You really missed out, bro. I don't remember if digging makes noise. I think it does. Otherwise, digging through here would be probably the right choice. I think I'm just gonna... Like, screw this. What am I doing? Why didn't I just take the first upstair I found? This is correct. The VOD gets posted to Twitch automatically, I'll have you know. And, the YouTube videos will start getting posted pretty soon. I promise. Yeah, we can just tab now. Start taking strength. Actually, I should take some intelligence next time. We might become a bit of a caster. Drop some of these weapons we don't need. Yeah, Toasted Zergling. I was suckered into it for two reasons. One, Man wanted me to, but really the reason he wanted me to was because it was a Nemelex choice, and I had talked about doing Null Delver anyway, just because it would make for an exciting stream. Actually, pretty much the only reason is because it's a Nemelex choice. I'm doing this for the team, okay? I took one for the team here. Right, well, the thing is, in my discussion with Man, he mentioned that it's a point of pride because my streak is technically no longer a greater player streak until I do this, so I have to add it to it. But that also means, by the way, turnabout is fair play, he has to play a Delver too once he gets back to his streak. So it's going to have to hold him to that and shame him until he does it. In fact, I think that should be his first game back. Hey, there you go. Possibly DD. Yeah, it's interesting because like Deep Dwarf Delver would be able to man mode more fights, but would be worse at running away from things. So yeah, I don't know. I still think I'd give the edge to Null, but that extra that extra ability to just heal yourself and to have a little bit of damage reduction would have probably let the Deep Dwarf man mode the Centaur skeleton, I think, pretty consistently. Unless you RNG failed a couple of self-heals, which would be pretty unpleasant. Alrighty, so we have D1 clear. We are finally sitting on a floor that is fully clear. How about that? Let's go down, let's read. Identify, hell yeah. Let's just have a big ol' identify party. Let's tell you, let's go up. There's no reason really for me to go down to do this. Identify. Imagine if I had drank Degeneration. Your Delver win was a Cobalt Delver. Cobalts probably do okay with their big stealth apt. I wouldn't hate that. I'm going to use this 2-stack in case it's remove curse. It is. Oh my god. +4 protection and pro cold. Hell yes. Oh, Night Stalker. Oh! Ooh, Night Stalker. That's interesting because that actually makes me wonder if kobolds might be the best. That's like a wacky thing to say, but being able to wow, Euf is on this floor. Being able to have less line of sight is really quite good. We're not going to try to kill Euf. I mean, we could probably get his cloak if we opened up, went to a staircase, and kind of got max range on him. Did I kill Euf yet? In this tournament? No. Probably not. But he's awake now anyway, so it's too dangerous. Yeah, the stealth plus reduced line of sight is really good. I wonder, I'd have to do math on it. I wonder who ends up with more stealth at the start of the game. Is it a Kobold or a Null? The stealth plus, I'm curious how many points exactly that is. If I had to guess, I would say Null, but I bet you doesn't. He would know off the top of his head. -450. Jesus. If we're so stealthy, how come all those enemies saw us immediately? We found our first altar. It's Wujian on D3. I don't think my team has a Wujian win, and I have a suspicion that it's not going to get a Wujian win on account of the fact that who the fuck wants to play Wujian? It's a terrible god. So I might take one for the team and go ahead and do this for fun. Or we could just hold out for something that's actually good, like Gozak. Or Redum Nul, which I don't think we have a win with yet. Man, maybe you can confirm for me that Wujian hasn't been won by our team yet, and that nobody else is ever going to play him. I'm gonna run a poll, I guess. Your choices are Wujian or something that isn't awful. Pretty much, Tony. They managed to ruin Wujian even worse than he was ruined before. Oh, I mean, yeah, the lore behind Wujian is awesome. You're not even worshipping a god, you're just sort of a monk, you know? It's not even, it's like a council of monks that became so badass at their trade that they kind of ascended the plane of mortals, which is pretty cool. They learned such powerful kung fu. They all wore rings of Shaolin, perhaps. All right, the poll is at your top right. Just vote quickly because it's about to end. Top right of the screen. Something that isn't awful. 100% of the votes. Okie dokie. I guess Man must have bailed. He was mentioning that he was going to go to sleep after the beginning of the run. That is a Wand of Enslave a Jib, and he has woken up immediately. Wand of Enslave will confuse me. However, we have 2 curing, so it's not the worst thing in the world, it's just I don't want to deal with it. I think digging is loud, yeah. Even if we're confused, we should be able to just man mode him, to be honest. I almost want to, like, shout. We're gonna... Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna get his attention, we're gonna shout. And the reason we're doing this is because if he does confuse me... What the fuck? Ah! That was random energy. I was gonna say we just go to the staircase, you know. Yes, you can burn through all your charges, that's fine. I'll probably resist some of this. I'm getting cucked out of all these charges he's wasting. Man, my secret plan... You guys, my master plan to lure him to the staircase without him using any charges. And then he just gets random energy and ruins it. Yeah, pretty much. He wasted 5 charges. I guess I should be happy that he didn't waste all 9. We have Enslaved now, which is pretty good. Hey, I think that they should change the name of enslavement to mind control because, you know, I feel like it's very insensitive, this name. How dare they? They should bike shed that name as much as they did every other thing in the game. Short Sword of Flaming. I don't think there's any circumstance where I would pick that up. Actually, I guess maybe frozen things or whatever. Probably not. Nice. Confused stab there. Or distraction stab, I guess you would call it. Let's grab these arrows. There's actually some bolts too. We'll grab those too. That's an actual D&D item, Mr. Ostrom. That's, there's a belt, I believe, that did that in early versions of D&D. That's right, Gary Burton. We had an absolutely horrible start, but then something magical happened. Speaking of something magical, this is a split floor. Delve. Okay. There's heavier armor available. I'm actually pretty happy in my ring mail, so we can keep having some stealth. Yeah, they may have messed with the thing. Okay, the sewer is gone, and that's okay by me. This was not the kind of character that was going to be able to go to the sewer safely. Haven't they already taken ideas submitted by wrong-think people and erased their names from it? Yes. Yes, they have done that at least to Man, and I think they've done it to some other people, but I can't recall their names at the moment. I know they did it. I'm like 99% sure they did it to Doesn't He at least twice. If he was around, we could ask him about it. Well, they don't like Man because Man has had the audacity to criticize them, which is something you're not allowed to do. No criticism of devs. Alrighty. This is a bit annoying and scary. Sure wish we had a javelin or something. It's just, this could just go really badly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing. Okay, good. Gosh, that orc just didn't want to die. We're going to use the wand of enslavement. Okay, we had an invisible orc next to us the whole time. Okay, we'll let those two duke it out, I guess. Uh-huh. I'll throw this. We'll take a step away. Please don't smite me. Move like this. They should, because of the AI, come south. Just kidding. I'm completely fucking wrong. Okay, enslave worked. I know I have a lot of HP, but I was concerned about maybe getting like perma-confused by these wizards. And then having to eat all of these smites. Just having to deal with all that crap at the same time would have been unpleasant even with 60 HP. In fact, that whole fight was taken wrongly. I should have lured it piecemeal, but the positioning was just not great. I would argue that this is a one run, but there's, I mean, any number of mistakes that I could still make. Well, that's a good ring mail. Not endgame, but it's certainly a huge improvement. Holy crap. Alright, this guy had polymorph. If he made me into a tree, how sad would I be? Do we have telly? We have telly. So I could, if it's a fungus, I could get away. And I have fear, so we're good, actually. Okay, I did not expect Dogue to show up. We poisoned Doe in a good little bit. I wonder if he will die. Oh yeah, I could enslave Duvessa with the wand. It is kind of cool that Youth has things to say when you're worshipping Zom. Yeah, I'm not going to waste enslave. We can get away with not doing that, basically. Hello, I'm a pig. He should be allied to you, bro. Zom friends stick together. Ouch. He's trying to turn me into bacon. Okay, he's dead. She's gonna go berserk. We go up. Being a pig is okay, but especially since I have so much training and everything, but there's no real reason to fight as a pig if I don't have to. Alright, we took them both out, and we got one charge out of that. Yes, I am very much an expert at being a pig from my real-life experiences. I think that pigs have a halfway decent melee attack, yeah. But it's based on fighting because it's considered a bad form, so if you don't have a lot of fighting, then you're gonna be pretty shitty. Also, your defenses are not gonna be great. No, I think it's based on fighting, not UC. Unless that was a B-crawl change. I don't want to fight in this water, so I'm just shouting a bunch. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that bad forms, everything's based off fighting. Be an ogre and polymorph yourself into a bad form. Well, once upon a time that wasn't the case, and polymorphing yourself with Wand of Poly was actually a super good strategy. Now it's just kind of an okay strategy. If you just redo it over and over until you get tree form or something good. I mean, you can turn yourself into a bat and escape. It's not bad. Okay, Dire Flail of Protection. Tempting to use that, but I think I'm just going to stick with my rapier. Pig form runs fast. That's true, you can run away with pig form. In fact, yeah, if you're trying to escape, then maybe polymorphing yourself with that is still good. As long as you know that you can survive if you happen to turn into a tree or a mushroom, which cannot run. Wand of Random Effects and Pray for Haste. That used to be super optimal to do until they made it cause malmutate. Oops, let's pull this guy up. Hey, let's find out who was right about this altar. Was it me, or was it Man? I'm still pretty sure it's TSO, although the fact that there are no zombies that we've seen around it, so it's possible I'm wrong. Hey, regen. Let's get these items first. Amulet of Faith. Ooh, hoo, hoo. We have some interesting incentives now. Do I take TSO? Probably not. He said he thought it was Rue. It could be Rue. He's right, it's Rue. Okay. For easy books. Something tells me this guy's not much of a caster. Maybe eventually. Hey, we've been shafted. Shit. We really are a Delver. However, there's the temple. Some plate, yeah, maybe. Probably should put that on. Okay. Red Mule would be a pretty straightforward game. I don't really care about being shafted anymore, so we don't have to go Ashen Sorry. Here, let me put this up for a second. 2.26 tournament DCSS. Let me bring up and see what gods we've won with and what gods we haven't won with. Okay, team splat. Shining One wins, yes. Sifmuna, yes. Uskayaw, surprisingly, no. Do we really not have any Usk wins? That's weird. We should just go Usk for fun, then. Yeah, Faith Uskayaw sounds like a grand old time. We have a Red Mule win. Wait, no, we don't. That's Shummy losing on your Red Mule. Censorship, censoring your tournament stats page. Deplatforming us chatters. I suppose I could take the window away. Hold on. Yeah, I'll just go Uskayaw. That'll make for a fun game, right? Okay. We're gonna splat TRJ. They ruined that. You can't kill TRJ in one hit anymore. Well, you can, but then he spawns a whole bunch of crap. Yeah, Mr. Austin, that was just like a mistake on the part of the team leader. What about Sif? We've already won with Sif Muna. And you get points for winning with different gods, so... Okay, we Faith now, baby. Faith with Sif, Faith with Uskayaw was just so much fun, it's hard to pass up even if we hadn't, Shit. Let's walk away. Yes, you can smite me, but not for long. Tons of fun. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.